whenever I got with my husband, I would just keep quiet. But this time I would take the initiative. I say, just let me order. Yumi と呼んでください。よろしくお願いします。28年間シンガポールに住んでいました。I can understand and straight away I reply, just naturally reply. If you can speak in Japanese when you are living here, it's actually a lot easier. So I don't even need my husband to be with me. I can just do whatever I want,
So so now how long actually have you been living in Japan?
I've been
Since
living,
you decided and move.
It's 2 years.
Now
since I've
2
been
years.
here.
Great. So first year, because you joined this master course was last year autumn. So which means first 1 year you didn't really know how to speak Japanese, right?
Not at all.
Yeah.
So maybe I can just listen a bit. Oh, konnichiwa. Okay, konnichiwa only.
Yeah. But so what was the a trigger to actually make this decision to really, okay, I'm gonna learn Japanese? What was a trigger?
Yeah, because I feel very frustrated that I cannot understand any of people who is talking to me, or sometimes because maybe I'm quite Asian looking, and then people will mistook me as a Japanese.
Yeah.
Then they will start to ask me something, maybe a direction or something, but when I cannot talk, right? I cannot speak, right? And then they'll think, oh, this person is so rude, that kind of thing. But actually, I really cannot understand what I want to help you, but I can't, I felt so bad. Yeah.
That's true. Actually, one of our students from Singapore, we have now 3 students from Singapore, right? And it was exactly same things. He was telling me that it's people actually think that it's they are you guys are Japanese, and then they just talk to you Japanese, but you cannot respond anything. So it is look like a rude, right? Yeah. Understand. So then last year you decided to really learn, and now you can really speak. It was fun conversation, right?
Yes.
What is the next step? Because you said that is you want to open up this YouTube channel today.
I'm shy in front of the camera, basically. Yeah.
But you actually achieved a lot, that because in the beginning when you actually came to our school was very quiet, very nervous with your husband. Oh, I'm not sure if I can speak. I'm not sure. But now you said yes, I want to open the YouTube channel. It's really different mindset. How do you feel? Is it very different feeling from maybe 6-7 months ago? It was.
I think it changes a lot in terms of if I'm able to speak very confident in front of other people, just by simple steps, just as ordering myself. I thought that was quite a great achievement for me. Before that, I couldn't. Whenever I got with my husband, I would just keep quiet because I will not even speak in English and let him do all the ordering. But this time I will take the initiative. I say, just let me order, I will try. Yeah.
Amazing. So you feel more confident. Amazing. Yes. Do you have a friends or any interaction with the people except your husband?
I have friends my mom's friend who live in Japan, also Singaporean who live in Japan for 10 years. Yeah.
Okay.
Of one friend, I would say one or two, but all Singaporean, not Japanese friends.
Okay, it's also 0 Japanese friends.
Yeah.
So at least you can order the food.
Yes. Food can.
Only in Japanese you can order, or you need to use English.
Usually I ask my husband to speak because I'm just afraid to speak.
That's why the main Japanese education problem is this. tired to explain all the differences, the culture. So, okay, let's just teach grammar and let's pass the exam, but I don't care you speak or not. That most of Japanese school is like that. That's why most of people after the common studies, they come to our school and they really just want to learn the natural communication. お名前は何ですか？
私の名前はユミです。名字は小野です。ユミと呼んでください。よろしくお願いします。
よろしくお願いします。どちら出身ですか？
私はシンガポール人です。シンガポールで生まれ育ちました。28年間シンガポールに住んでいました。今、名古屋に住んでいて、日本に来て2年間になります。
いいですね。シンガポール行ってみたいです。行ったことないので、ぜひ。はい。シンガポールは何が有名ですか？
マリーナベイサンズが有名です。そこにはカジノもあります。ガーデンズ・バイ・ザ・ベイも有名です。植物をたくさん見ることができますし、時々フェスティバルもやってます。あと、クラークキーという場所があります。そこにはクラブもあり、お酒も飲むことができます。
いいですね。そう、はい、千尋さん。
はい、てるみさん。
How was the first impression on Yumi-san?
My first impression is she took the basic Japanese course in Japan and then learning grammar and then hiragana, she said, but it didn't help her to speaking Japanese. And she was also shy to speak to local people. And yeah, she was not able to speak Japanese. We focus on the pronunciation and then she tried to speak as much as possible the native tone. And then, yeah, after that, her pronunciation is getting better and better. And she gained the confidence as well. And then she found the goal to create her YouTube channel. And she said that she wants to find a job in Japan. After the master course, she became more confident in speaking Japanese and willing to talk to Japanese people at the restaurant. Normally, she said that before the course, she said that she won't let her husband to talk to the waitress, but now she's willing to talk to waitress at the restaurant. And also, she said that she doesn't need any more teacher to learn Japanese. She can improve herself.
So when I met Yumi-san, my first impression was like kind of lack of like kind of confidence because she really needed help by husband, which is not bad, but also like she's not enjoying life in Japan. She needs always help, maybe feeling lonely and also not really fully enjoying life in Japan. So that was my first impression. Especially when she joined my consultation was with her husband, she was not trying to communicate with Japanese because maybe shy, maybe it's lack of confidence. So that was my impression. And then, so after the master course, like she came back with a total different personality, kind of like she's really enjoying, of course, confidence to speak. And then she said like, okay, I think I want to do a YouTube channel. And I said, Yumi-san, wow, this is amazing. You know, you actually, your face and your actually tone and everything is very different. So I'm sure in the future, she's going to enjoy. And also she said she want to try to work to experience in Japan because maybe she's not going to live in Japan forever, which is right now, this period for her is to live in Japan and enjoying Japan. So I'm sure in the future, she's going to try many things. And I'm so excited to see her YouTube channel. Maybe we can collaborate YouTube together. So I'm sure she can enjoy. Yeah.
Like my name.
Anything.
私の名前はユミです。Again, Singapore.
Yes, great. 私の名前はユミです。Yes.
シンガポールから来ました。
うん。
今、名古屋に住んでいます。
Mm-hmm.
Gardens by, by the Bay があります。
ユミと呼んでください。よろしくお願いします。
はい。
私はシンガポールで生まれ育ちました。28年間シンガポールに住んでいました。When I go, when I order something or when I thought, oh, I can understand and straight away I reply, just naturally reply.
So how was it like this master course? Because you really made a lot of progress. Like you remember a lot of phrases, and then Chihiro was telling me all the time, Yumi-san is great. Yumi-san is great. Like Yumi-san remember everything. Yumi-san can pronounce everything. Like the Chihiro was telling me all the time. So can you like tell me like what you really did for like speaking training? By at home, or you really try outside, or can you tell me what did you do?
Okay, usually I do my pronunciation practicing, especially like the intonation that I have to change because sometimes like kuni, like
Yeah, that's true.
there is a bit of like maybe the way we speak is different, then I focus on the word that I have to speak properly, and then I just keep repeating, and then I will if I'm memorizing a script, then I will go to my husband and just he just has to listen to me to speak. Yeah. He doesn't say, oh, you are wrong or something, but he say, oh, you speak a lot of Japanese now, it's good. Then like, he encourages me a lot. So
Amazing.
yeah.
Amazing.
So I
Amazing.
keep repeating and repeating like to him, even though it's the same thing, over and over again. Every day he hear me talking. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Amazing. Great. So your husband also helped you a lot and also encouraged you a lot, right?
Yes.
Amazing. And then yeah, like so like yeah, what is the future plan? So you're gonna open the YouTube channel, so then it's gonna be amazing if we can collaborate in the long term. That would be great. And do you have any plan? You said it's you want to try part-time job also, so can you tell me like what you want to try?
Actually, I'm not sure about my plans yet, because it's depending on my husband. He might be sent overseas to work. There is a chance. So but right now I think this is a good chance for me to just start learning Japanese, like because I could also see in the future, like when I come back here, it's not an issue that I can live here in Japan. Yeah,
Definitely.
and if for finding a job, I think like there is a lot of requirement for, like, example, like the JLPT. You have to be at least a N3 for some of it, but I believe as long as you can communicate and talk, I think they are okay and fine without having this certificate.
Yeah, exactly. There are a lot. Look, all my students doesn't have it, but they are living in Japan and they're working. So
yeah,
exactly. So like not for money, for experience, it's good to work. It's just not for money. Like you actually even work in the ramen shop, or even in the convenience store restaurant. It's gonna be really good experience. You're gonna meet a lot of people, so you can practice a lot.
Yeah. I think that's the way that I can learn even more, if I'm able to step out and then just go into just kind of a arubaito, just
Yeah,
to try it.
exactly. Yeah, definitely. Especially, you're still young, you cannot do that when you're 60 years old. You cannot really work anywhere. It's just impossible. So that's why now you're young. So you can experience a lot of things, a lot of choices. So you should try.
Yeah. I will try for this. I hope I can have this breakthrough.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Great. So Yumi-san, lastly, can you tell any message to the people who already live in Japan like you, maybe over a year, and then they feel like I cannot really learn Japanese. It's difficult to communicate with the people, and then it feel like very difficult to learn. I'm not sure about grammar. I don't know what to start. These people, I think I'm sure a lot, but they already live in Japan. Maybe they're working. Maybe they're even have the Japanese husband, but also they cannot really communicate. So can you tell me any message to them?
I think it's very important that especially even my husband said that nobody go and fault your mistake when you speak, as long as they get your message across. And it doesn't mean that you have to be perfect in your Japanese, because he said that not everybody is a lot of Japanese is not perfect in their own grammars also. Yeah, so that he said that the most important thing is you just speak, and then as long as your message get across, you just have to dare to speak. Yeah, that's the first step, because I think a lot of people are afraid of making mistakes, especially for myself. Me too. I just want to be perfect. This sentence must be perfect. If not, people will laugh at me. But I think a lot of Japanese people doesn't see it this way. As long as you can speak a little bit, they will think that, wow, sugoi ne, that kind of encouragement. They don't see it as like, you speak in a broken Japanese or anything. But yeah, so I think it's just basically our own fear that we are afraid to make mistake. But I think it's okay to make mistake and just start learning. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. And also, what do you think? Some like your husband can speak a little bit English, and you live with your husband, and also not really necessary to learn Japanese, because anywhere you can go shopping, anywhere you can actually live in Japan. But what do you think? What is the biggest differences live in Japan with little communication skill in Japanese, so you can really communicate with anyone, like you can really order, or like you just search the English environment? What is the huge differences for you?
Oh, I think that of course learning if you can speak in Japanese when you are living here is actually a lot easier, and it's easier for you to even like do what you want with you don't even need, maybe perhaps I don't even need my husband to be with me. I can just do whatever I want. And I think that it's many places that I can explore here. In terms of if I can speak in Japanese, I think there's a lot of more opportunities for me to do things better than just keeping myself reserved to only like English, with people who can speak English. I think it's important to step out. Yeah.
Amazing. So thank you so much, Yumi-san. Are you American who live in Japan? So you actually excited to learn Japanese. But when you started, you realize this is a lot harder than you imagine. But of course, you really want to be able to speak Japanese. You actually can understand what they are talking. You can join the conversation. You can interact them. And you can actually make friends. You can work with them. And you can easily enjoy the life in Japan. Life is only once. Then, of course, you start learning Japanese and hiragana, katakana, kanji, which is 50,000 letters and 500,000 vocabulary, 20 layers of politeness, grammar. oh my God, this is gonna be a really, really hard. Then you start to become self-conscious about it, like your speaking skills and stop trying and your pronunciation and losing the motivation. So the language learning itself is already really hard. Learning Spanish, French, German, any languages. But if you chose Japanese language, which is one of the most difficult language, of course you feel like you're not making progress enough, you start forgetting, and you feel like when you really be able to speak Japanese. But you're not alone. These are really common problems that everybody face it. And textbook and language apps cannot talk to you. So you cannot learn how to hold the conversation, how to carry on the conversation naturally. So maybe do you want to change the learning method so you can make the much faster progress? You can feel easier to start speaking. So in our consultation, you can learn what is the fastest way to learn Japanese. What is a new learning method to actually give you this Japanese speaking skills. So sign up our free consultation now.